See this? Wow, seriously nice. You want to try? My name is Min. I am from the Social Outcast. I'm also known as the Outcast Chef. I am quarter Indian, quarter Chinese, and a quarter of Javanese Malay. The other quarter, I have no idea what is it. Today I'll be cooking Sambal Sardine Goreng Chili Api. So this dish that I'm going for is actually a sardine, which is from the tin. What we have, the Sambal Sardine, is a couple of ingredients that is familiar to a lot of Singaporeans. Basically in our multiracial countries, we have the belacan and dried shrimps from the Malays, a bit of shallots. We have curry leaves from the Indians, and also we have ginger flowers, mainly from the Chinese. And all these ingredients elevate the dish. When you have the belacan and the dried shrimps, it will give a bit of body to it, and the curry leaf will give the aromatic strength to the dish, and finally the ginger flower will give a bit of acidity to it. This ingredient has been around for the longest of time. All these ingredients started out from different countries, brought together in this country. What you have is elevated, home-cooked, simple dish, and this dish alone is worthy to be in restaurants. So a lot of times, chefs work with ingredients like Wagyu, foie gras, and a lot of other exquisite, expensive dishes. So most of the people out there believes that chefs eat all this good food at home. Truth is, after 8 to 12 hours of cooking, we want something that is simple, something homely, something that is close to our heart. I cooked this dish for my late grandmother. So she comes from Muar, Malaysia. And when I cooked this dish, it reminded her of her old kampung days. And to me, getting approval from customers and friends is good. But getting approval from someone that has cooked for you their whole life is priceless. For this dish, the potato has to be golden brown. The skin has to be a bit more crispy. And it's at least at 70% cooked, because we're gonna finish off the potato inside the dish later on. My family, we bonded over food a lot, and apart from this dish, we also eat other down-to-earth food. Sardine is sardine from the can, and it's done, right? I believe that these generations are growing up on Instagram, growing up on social media, Instagrammable food, where you take photos, but half the time the taste profile is not there. There's no soul to the food, but this kind of food, this is soul food. What you need is a non-stick pan, 2 tablespoons of oil. We fry the sardine to give a bit of the crispiness to the skin of the sardine. When you fry the sardine, please have it covered, because the water content from the sardines is gonna cause the oil to pop. First thing you need to do is to off the fire. Once the crackling is slowed down, right, you're just gonna open. Here we go. You're gonna take it and put it aside. I grew up with a family of 5. We did not come from a family that is with silver spoon. And there are days that we eat this dish that is pretty much simple, but of course as an adult we know sardines is probably the Meatmen, probably broke. And as a kid, this is something that I look forward to. This is the kind of dish that I look forward to the weekend with sardines and rice and salad that we have. To us, it's a comfort dish. It brings back the heritage of simple food are always the best food out there. So what you're gonna do next, this is gonna be a very fast dish. The balanced tomato sauce. This is Asam Jawa. It's actually a tamarind juice. At this point, you lower down your temperature, stir it a bit. With all these ingredients, this will connect everyone back to their childhood, their soul food, and a little bit of something from each different cultures. It will remind them of simpler times in life. Once you see it's already boiling up like that, you need to drop in your potatoes. You need to cook it for a while to soften up the potatoes. Where you can actually see Singaporeans bonding is always over food. And you can see at the coffee shop, restaurants, cafes, irregardless of race, everybody is bonded over food, and that's what makes us Singaporeans. Okay, at this point, we are going to put in the sardines. This is a very important ingredient, sugar. Salt, but not too much, because the belacan itself We'll already give it a bit of saltiness to it. Gonna mix everything in. It's about done. So what you want to finish off? Coriander, spring onion. Mix well. What you're gonna have is almost a semi-dry sardine. So normally we serve it with a piping hot rice. There we go. I believe that fusion food will be the future of Singapore. Now that the world is bigger, people are more willing to try out different cultures, not only the Malays, Indians, Chinese, but we can see the Thai coming in. And same goes for the Japanese, where probably 100 years ago, people are very protective of their own cultural food. Right now, we can see there's a lot of interlink of food that is happening. I will try one more, it's so nice, hold on. I hope you guys will try these ingredients at home. Sardine, it is familiar to all of us across the board. We all connect through food. This dish, I hope, will bring everyone together to the simpler times, dining in with family, and to know that food and love goes across all boundaries, irregardless of culture.